Peace, peace, happy now. Now is the vibrate. When we're doing what we should be doing, that's what creates, you know, that vibe of connecting when we should be connecting. And what I'm talking about is, as soulmates, friends, twin flames, or whatever. You know, what makes the relationship, really connect in the sense of it is when we have those energies of, missing each other, like. And hence why we on this human experience, the contrast creates that stronger connection to higher self. Because when we're feeling disconnected and when we are disconnected, that's what creates our again, like the video I just spoke on, like, well, coming down as a soul, coming down into Opelousas, Louisiana, because going into a place that would create thirst for knowledge, going to a place that doesn't have knowledge, but that would spark something within me to be thirsty for that knowledge, because I didn't just go down in a place where it was all there for me in that sense of it, you know what I'm saying? But uh again, like with us not being around each other all the time, it's not meant for us to necessarily and teach his own on your soul purpose, but just seeing this dynamic within my realm and within the reality on the full scale, again, as above so below, as within so without, just like with the God energy, and us connecting with our inner source. It's like when we go through those hardships, again, if you didn't go through slavery, you wouldn't cherish freedom so much, you know what I'm saying? Like that contrast, or you didn't go through that negativity, you wouldn't be becoming your greatest version to that high level as you are, hence why a lot of us who go through or went through a lot of, troubling, traumatized times, uh, look for that strong connection and that sense of it. But I thought about, like, just that example of, like, when we doing our work, like, say for instance, I'm going in like for a full week, barely talking to anybody, you know what I'm saying? Not calling nobody on the phone, which that's something I kind of normally do. But then as far as the calling somebody on the phone type of vibe, but not like connecting with the brethren and sister face to face, because I'm just in that, like, bam, getting it in, getting it in. But then, when we do connect, it's such as like a little powwow, and we like all, in it, and we all cherishing that moment. Because if you notice, like, whenever we're around each other all the time, we kind of create this enabling energy, and this energy of, like, well, if you pay attention, the conversations could get to a place that don't serve us, because we always around each other. So say for instance, like, whenever we have those long moments of not being around each other, it's like, fuck bringing up gossip and what Sally did, or what some negative shit that happened to me the other day. It's been a while since I seen you, so I want to run it about, just you and me, and like the beautiful things that we have going on in our realms, instead of like going to gossip. Compared to, like, when we always around each other, we don't really cherish that connection. So the conversations get to that negative word magic, you know what I'm saying? Again, nothing bad or good, it is what it is. But again, that negative word magic, or the negative conversations about, or gossip, about so and so and this and that. But compared to, like, when you ain't talked to somebody in a long time, and it's like, all right, I ain't talked to this person in a long time, and no telling when the next time I'm gonna talk to him. So let's make sure that we make this connection count. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna make sure that, when we connect, we're gonna talk about higher aspects, you know what I'm saying, and talk about some real, you know, soul level higher aspects. Or again, it may not be like super high soulful stuff, but things that's beneficial to us, and not no negative shit. Because it's like, if I'm getting a chance to talk to somebody who I ain't talked to in a long time, I'm not trying to bring up somebody else, and how Sally dog died down the street the other day, and so went to jail, and this and that, or the cops harassed so and so. It's like, nah, man, I'm gonna make sure I'm talking about, bruh, my business going swell. How about your business, man? What's going on with you on that level? You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, well man, I just started my website, bro. I done expanded like this and that, man. I started meditating. I'm eating this and that, bro. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Like the conversations are gonna be, you know, more in that high vibrational state, in that sense of it. And that's due to us, again, not being on top of each other all the time, you know. And that varies on, from being to being, your connection with different beings, and it's all unique to our own little design or whatever. So I ain't saying you gotta just not talk to people forever and always do it in that sense of it. But again, just seeing that correlation within it, and as above, so below, as within, so without, like when we go through these disconnected stages, like again in life, when we go through the dark night of soul, and it just like seem like we're going through shit. But again, that's pressure to make diamond. No good, no bad, no right or wrong. But again, the pressure and the negativity, it's meant to be momentarily, and not a state of being that we should live in that sense of it, like always being in the negative, because then you're gonna constantly stay in a negative lesson loop and never experience, that higher aspect of yourself, you know. So it's always, because again, sometimes we may fool ourselves, with logic reasoning on like creating negative aspects within our realm, or doing, negative things in that sense of it, are embracing negativity purposely in order to say, oh yeah, we balancing things out. But it's not, I don't go purposely looking for negativity. It's like, let it come up as something that's just comes up, you know what I'm saying, within our realm that teaches a lesson, and not be something that you forcefully create and lie to yourself and say I'm balancing things out by focusing on this negative aspect that doesn't serve a purpose in my reality right now, you know, except for bringing me down, you know what I'm saying? But again, when I do say that though, again, yeah, everything does, everything serves a purpose in that sense of it, but again, you know, you know what it is. But peace, peace. Happy now. Now is a vibrator course. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past.